Okay, I'm here. Hello? Hello? Oh, what's up? What's going on? How's everybody doing? I'm late. I know. I know. Good evening. Hello, welcome. I gotta rush through all this. I gotta rush through all of the stream, the introductory, the stock phrases that I go through. Even though, that doesn't make them mean any less. Even though it's the same thing I say every time. It's the same thing I say every time because I mean it every time. That's why. That's the reason. Um, this is not how I wanted to start the stream. I'm feeling rushed. I'm feeling rushed and cornered right at the very beginning. I didn't mean to do that. Oh god, it was a jump scare. Okay, the tea is good though. The tea is good. Alright. Let's take a minute here to relax. Let's take a minute here to relax. Let's get stuck in, as they say. I would like to lean back, but I don't think I can do that. My microphone is in a position where I think if I lean back, it'll be hard to pick up my voice. I could just project, but I don't think I want to do that. Anyway. Hello, welcome. Good evening. How's everybody doing? There's so many messages. I have so much to get caught up on. What up, Stone? What up, Bedman? What up, Minty? What up, Grinner? What up, Nico? What up, Cat? Oh my goodness. Jesus. Yes, that was Vein Melter by Herbie Hancock, which is probably about doing drugs, if I had to guess. If I had to guess what Vein Melter was alluding to, I would imagine it would be drugs. Still playing Noida? Not bored of it yet? Okay. I don't know anything about Noida either. No spoilers. I don't know if I want to play it, but I might, so. Hey there, dear. Since you're not allowed to call me you mean DEAR? Did that ever come up? Did I ever say you're not allowed to call me that? I don't think I'm saying you are allowed to call me that, but has that been addressed before? I'm definitely not a dear DEER. Look, we can't start this right at the beginning of the stream, okay? I can't do this. We can't do it. We can't start with this right off the bat. Also, it's still Saturday by my count. This is still Saturday stream by my count, which is the only count that matters. So, Hado, Hado movie can't talk, lad. How's it going? I don't really know what to make of that name. There's a lot going on there. I don't know how to interpret that sentence. I don't think that's being mean. I think that's just a little bit too intimate, you know? I think that's a little bit too close. Unless it's a platonic deer. As long as you assure me that it's that it's purely platonic deer, that's okay. Then I'll accept it. Something horrible? What is this? Is that official? I don't like that. Just movies, fine? Okay. The stupid Twitch verification thing didn't work. I don't know what that is. Everybody seems to be having a lot of problems with Twitch lately. as usual. As usual, Twitch is kind of not working. What? Am I being, has the worm turned? Is it time to be mean to me again? Has the worm turned back in the other direction? I haven't seen that episode. Is that a more recent one? When did that one come out? I don't remember that at all. Or maybe I blocked it out of my memory. I have no idea. Maybe I consciously blacked that out. Oh, okay. Today's a bit loud? What do you mean? Like the music's too loud, or like I'm yelling? Or like there's too many people in the chat? 2010? Okay. That's not as recent as I would have expected, but I guess I don't know. I guess I probably wasn't watching SpongeBob around that time, or at least not watching new episodes. The people? Alright. Well. I don't know, didn't you say that you wanted to get me more popular, Bedman? This is what it's gonna be like if I'm more popular. There's gonna be more people around, constantly screaming as loud as they possibly can. So yeah, I was gonna say, it definitely looks newer. It looks like a newer episode for sure. That's for sure. You weren't prepared? Okay. It's too overstimulating, I see. No, I can't give a moi back. I'll accept the moi, but I don't think I can give one back. Again, I think that's too intimate for me. We're not breaking that barrier yet. I'm not comfortable giving out kissies. Hugs are okay, but kissies, smooches, I don't know. Maybe one day, but that day's not today. You don't know if you've ever even watched SpongeBob? Surely you must have seen at least one episode. Even by accident. You haven't watched it even by accident? I'm feeling a bit overstimulated, actually. Now that I think about it. I'm feeling a bit overstimulated. Too many corrections are being made. What are you trying to say? You wouldn't consider having seen... I would consider that, having watched the show. No more than... Okay. Only the top sub-gifters get kisses. We'll get more than that, let me tell you. Depending on how many subs you gift, you might be getting a lot more than kisses. You'll get a VIP pass. You'll get a VIP pass. Straight to the Fuckafane convention. Behind the scenes, all access ticket. No, I just said yesterday I wasn't gonna make jokes like that. I just said yesterday I'm not gonna do that anymore. But I couldn't resist. I do that all the time. That's my biggest thing, Grinner, is I leave whenever I'm typing or writing and things like that, my biggest mistake is I just completely leave out words. I'll just completely skip over words all the time. What did you come back to? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Don't worry about it. See, that's why I can't make jokes like that. Because then somebody's gonna call me on my bluff. And then what am I gonna do? And then what am I gonna do? Not put out? I said I would. Like, come on. No, stop it. Bad. Bad. Imagine a story in which a person lived alone in a nowhere place with only one episode of a show. That has to have been done before. That's gotta be a thing, right? There's no way that hasn't been. That sounds so familiar as a plot line. I feel like I've even seen something that did that, but I can't put a name to it. What? Don't say my name with an ellipses. I don't like it when people do that. That puts me on edge. That makes me feel like I've done something wrong. No, no. Why did I say that? It's the classic. It's the chat classic. As soon as I say, don't do something, then everybody starts to do it. Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. They had only the 4th episode of the 3rd season of The Golden Girls. There's something I swear there's something that's had this as the plot line before, but I cannot think of what it is. I feel like there's a lot you could do with that. There's a lot of different directions you could take that story. Some probably more interesting. Some probably more interesting than the others. I've fallen right into the trap. I don't know if it was a trap. I don't know if it's me falling into traps so much as me somehow being entrapped in situations that where no trap was even laid for me. I think it's more about me somehow falling and creating some sort of Rube Goldberg-esque sequence of some sort of Final Destination-esque sequence of happenings that cause me to become trapped. Inviting a malevolent drawing to the summer cookout. Scribblegrillia. There's some new Scribblemillia tech that's been developed as well. We might get to that later, but that's the other thing I've been working on. Non-Hala 5 videotapes. Decided against it. I can see that. No. Maybe. That's not what I was working on, but now that you've planted the idea in my head. Oh, okay. Is chat getting fixed? What do you mean by that? What do you mean are they getting fixed? You're gonna gather all 7 milli balls and ask Shenron. Just make sure that they're authentic, and none of the Scribblemillia balls get mixed in. They look the same, but the stars are drawn on in red marker. They'll smudge off. They'll smudge off if you swipe them. No, this one works good enough. Just capturing the actual chat window is fine enough for me. It's good enough for me. I don't really care. When you said fixed, I thought you meant fixed as in like spayed or neutered, whichever one that is. For some reason, that's where my mind went to. You were reading about Nezha. In what capacity? Like the guy? Like the Buddhist or Taoist deity? I think I just got him in Persona. I think I was playing Persona 4. I think I just got him as a Persona. Oh, okay. I didn't realize the summoning had failed. As long as you make sure the balls are authentic. Also, don't be talking about me. Don't be talking about my balls. Maybe Chad does need to get fixed. I'll fix you. I say as I shake my fist. I need to stop making fists and or shaking them because it feels really ineffectual. It makes me feel less powerful when I do that. It makes me feel weaker, which is not the goal. So I don't know much about him. I need to look into that myth. That's what I thank the Persona series for. The Persona series introduced me to a lot of myths and legends from across the world that I would always research. I would just look up random stuff that I didn't recognize, and I got into lots of different. I mean, I was already interested in mythologies and things like that, but that definitely kept it going. That fueled the fire. I don't know. I don't know if I do remember the last time, unfortunately. He turns somebody into a belt? That does sound awesome. I don't think I want chat to get fixed, though. If chat were completely... If chat were, like, completely, chaste, then I can't... You can't be... You gotta, like... I don't want to... Then it'll amplify my own weirdness. It'll amplify my own perversion. So we can't have that. We turn the tendons into a belt. Okay. Hey, sweetheart, how are you doing today? I'm doing all right. It's been a good day. Again, I don't know how I feel about sweetheart. That might be a little too... I don't know. I guess I'll just have to get used to it. Considering everybody thinks I'm a little cutie pie, I guess I should probably get used to being called things like that. I don't know though. It will happen? What will happen? I'll get used to it. But yeah, it's been a good day today. It's been all right. I do feel like doing more artwork. I'm still mad hyped on the artwork. I'm just mad hyped in general. I don't really know how to stop it. I don't really know how to turn down the hype. Yesterday's stream was way too much. We can't keep going on like this. We can't keep continuing like this. I'm not gonna survive. I'm absolutely not gonna survive if things continue. We're on we're on an unsustainable course right now, I would say. This type of this type of trajectory is not, I'll collapse. I'll be ground to dust. Yesterday's stream was fun. I'm sure you had a wonderful time yesterday. The naked reference sheet? Well, yes, but we're not going to be working on that part of it. You're not going to get to see that part of it on stream. We're going back. We're going on to outfit number 2. That guy was the 3rd son of the Dragon King of the East China Sea. Okay. I need to look more into like Chinese mythology and stuff because it seems to be the most completely out of pocket, at least from the bits and pieces of it that I know of. There's a lot of it, like obviously, you know, myths and legends from all over can get pretty wacky, but it's like every other thing I hear about out of China is like shit like that just seems to be normal. I think it's probably just because there's so much of it. There's such a huge volume of it that it's probably as weird and zany as any other world mythology. It's just a lot more. So percentage wise, it's probably about the same. I'm mostly surprised you made that joke, Stone, because I don't think anybody even acknowledged that I said that yesterday. So maybe everybody was just too in shock that they didn't know what to say. But I don't know. Oh. The Dragon Kings of the other 3 China Seas. Okay. You don't think it was a shock? Well, it had to be something. You watched Hell's Paradise a few days ago. I watched a couple episodes of it, but I didn't really get into it. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't super... I didn't get super invested in it. I should maybe go back to it. I don't know. I don't really like... I don't binge shows. I don't binge shows or anime or anything like that, so I gotta choose carefully because it's gonna take me like at least a month or 2 to get through even like a short series because I'd watch very sporadically. I don't really devote like too much time to it. So I gotta choose carefully what I invest my time into. But yeah, I guess I should probably try to get started, maybe. Is this gonna like, the music's not, how much silence is there at the beginning of this? Okay. I don't remember how this starts. I don't want to blast everybody's eardrums. I don't want to blow anybody's back out with the music. But yeah, this is what we were working on yesterday. I finished it today on my own time. The outline, at least. But this is the one of the alternate outfits. Probably the mainstream outfit. And I'm pretty happy with it so far. I like it. As I was saying yesterday, we got to think of more. I think I thought of a few more. I want to add like patches and things like that to the sleeves and maybe the main top. So I'm trying to brainstorm ideas for that. I did think of a few more today. I want to add like a UFO or like an alien thing. Or like an alien. Fuck, I thought of something else too, but I can't think of what it was. Anarchy logo? No, not the Anarchy logo. Not the Anarchy logo. I think I was maybe a little bit too harsh on anarchism yesterday. I'm sorry. I went a little bit too hard. Can you buy me perchance? I am not currently for sale, no. Well, make me an offer. Depends on the offer. Depends on the offer and to what purposes I will be put. I definitely had something else, but I can't think of what it was. But yeah. Now we're gonna be working on probably what I'll be using during art streams, which is basically just this outfit, but updated a little bit. And with different hair. And with different hair. Which I'm quite a fan of. I like the twin tails. Patch that's just a smaller version of the face. That could be funny. I don't know. There's an idea there for sure. Food, water, and my own house. I'll have to say that you're a good... wait, am I saying to you that you're a good girl, or am I saying about myself that I'm a good girl? Which direction is this going in? No, I was not gonna add an Alkabufu, no. I was not gonna do that, okay? Yeah, some sort of recursive patch. I don't know how well that will read, though, unfortunately. I bought some recursive sardines the other day. I haven't eaten them yet. But the logo does that. It's got a little guy on it holding up the tin of sardines with the logo on it. So it goes infinitely. I'm gonna... Oh, I have to say it about myself? I guess I can do that. It doesn't seem like a terrible deal. He's a very mischievous looking character too, so it definitely works. He knows what he's doing. But yeah, I'm very happy with the way this has turned out so far, which is why I want to continue working on it. I got a lot of momentum going with the artwork, I feel like. I do want to draw more different hairstyles too, because I really like this one. But yeah, I was a little busy today, so I was definitely running late. I apologize. I wasn't delaying the stream of my own accord, that's for sure. This is what I look forward to doing the most, so... No, no, I was not picking anybody up at the club. That's not what was happening. First of all, if I were going to do that, I would not do it on a stream night, okay? Second of all, I don't do that anyway. And third of all, no, it was not, no. I wasn't put, no, I was not at the club at all. I was not at the club. I don't think that, I don't think the people that I would want to be, so I don't think the people that I would want to be picking up or being picked up by would be at the club. No, no, I know what you meant. Unless it was like, I need to do like a, unless it was like a rave or something. If I was going to like a rave or like a club that was very heavily focused on the music, then maybe. I want to do like a, I want to do like a DJ or like a rave type outfit. I almost said rave slut, but that's not what I meant. That was just the first phrase that came to mind. But that's not what I meant. That's just how my mind operates. Yeah, I'm much more likely to be the one that gets picked up than the one who does the picking up. Which isn't to say that that's very likely, but it's at least more likely. What's the maximum HP in that game? Like when you say you're at 6 HP, I don't really know if that's like a lot or a little. I'm assuming it's a little, but I have no idea. What does the HP top out at? What do you start at? Yeah, what do you start at? Okay. So yes, that's very little. Because I figured it was variable as soon as I said that. How did this start? Why are people always talking about me picking up people at clubs and things like that? And constantly like flirting and having a harem of people at my beck and call. Is it just making fun of me? Is it just because I so obviously don't do that? Is that all it is? Is it just a way of making fun of me? It can't be anything else, right? Oof. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. How much damage was done? Ugh. Unfortunate. What's pretty little 4-6 munch cake like you doing around these parts? See, I don't think that would work on me. I think you're gonna have to be a little smoother. I'd like to think I'm a little bit harder to get than that. Somebody puked at the restaurant I was at today. That was cool. There's like a... The room was like this. And like, this entire wall here was like glass. And you know, there's like tables here. And we were sitting here, and directly outside the window across from me, there's just some guy who wandered out and was throwing up on the sidewalk right there. Which was awesome. That guy was not having a good day. Okay, as long as the ready meals survived. No, the puking only gets me if it's done in private. That happens later. That happens after the initial pickup. Then the puking starts. You can't lead with the puking. I don't know what these little stitches are supposed to be, but I like them. So they're saying whacked by a dog? Damn, that's unfortunate. What a way to go. Amongst flaming skulls and things that bleed acid, I feel like getting killed by a dog is very anticlimactic. Very big dog. Still, though. Still. I think maybe, hopefully with any luck, I've gotten the the energy out of my system. Or at least most of it. I still feel a little bit wired, but I think hopefully the energy has calmed a little bit. I've said that so many times, though. You almost got killed by a dog once? Damn, what happened? I've been bitten by dogs before, a couple times actually. I still really don't. I don't really like dogs very much. I'm just like traumatized from when I got bit by a dog as a kid. I'm still very skittish around dogs. I'm more okay than I used to be, but I'm not a big fan. You just got killed by a grasshopper? How did that happen? Is there a story there? You're more of a cat person? I was about to say I could tell, but I don't know. If you make cats into soup, I guess that would mean that you're not a cat person. Or you are a cat person, but for very different reasons than people would uh, expect, you know? Like, you really like cats because they're so tasty. But yeah, I definitely prefer cats. If I were to get a pet, I would definitely get a cat, 100%. Gotta crack a few cats to make an omelet, exactly. It jumped on your head while you were peeing. One came crawling up right now. Both of those don't sound like potentially fatal scenarios to me, though. Neither of those read as super life-threatening, I gotta say. Two minutes hitless. Nice job, I guess. Is that impressive? You seem very excited about it, so it must be. They were to you? I think maybe you just might be... You might just be a little too skittish around grasshoppers. I don't know, unless grasshoppers in Denmark are different. But I don't know. Fuck! Oh. You think I suck? Come on. Grasshoppers are very big, actually. Alright. You have the strength. Oh, that. Okay. So you weren't, like, attacked by the dog. Alright. That's still pretty fucked up, though. What was I about to say? I was about to say something. I don't think I've ever been in any really near fatal scenarios, now that I think about it. There was a time I almost sliced my toe off with a katana, but I don't think that would have killed me. I would have been maimed, but probably not dead. I'm trying to think. I really can't think of anything else. I don't really put myself in dangerous... I don't really leave the house, so... I don't really put myself in dangerous situations too much. Ooh. I don't know if I've ever taken a dog for a walk. Now that I think about it. I've never owned a dog. And I've never had to dog sit because I'm scared of them. So that happened to me when I was very young. I got bit. So I've been afraid of them for like my whole life. Shutting your thumb down to the bone. Oh, okay. It was only one time, though. Alright, that's good at least. As long as there's only once. It didn't happen with each finger. An immortal, crusty white dog. Is this some sort of, like, beast of legend? Is it like one of the black-eyed dogs that people see in like graveyards and like along the roads and along historical roads in ye olde England or something? Is it on that level? It's incorporeal. It's a Is this like a known thing? This is an observable phenomenon? Crush. Oh. Okay. I know what you mean. Now I get it. They're not actually immortal, but they have the illusion of immortality. I see. His spiky stomp with a lot of blood. Oh. You're probably just in shock. That's probably the way you weren't crying. Also, if anybody has ideas or suggestions for alternate outfits that you would like to see, feel free to suggest them. The draw streams are also brainstorming sessions, so okay, this is good. I think I'm a little more calm now. I think I'm a little bit more relaxed. I'm feeling good. I'm getting into it. Oh yeah, also when I was at the restaurant on another table near me, there's a little kid with his big ass iPad just he was watching YouTube videos of some like MLB game and then scrolling through shorts and then going back to the MLB videos. And then at some point he loaded up Roblox. And then at another point he turned off the tablet and then pulled out like an iPhone or something and then was playing on the iPhone. And I was just like, damn, this kid's fucked. This kid's just owned for life. You hate to see it. Never stood a chance. Just completely consumed already. Taking a break from Noida. Is this the... I think I know what this picture is gonna be. I think I already know what this picture is gonna be. Yeah. Why do you have that on file? Wait, did you just make this? Did you do a redraw? Or was it just uploaded? Ooh, a Sloppy Joe. It's the original? Okay. I couldn't remember. I was assuming that that one was the original. I forgot that you made one, though. That actually reminds me. I have to do something real quick that I've been meaning to do that I forgot about. But yes, that's literally what happened. I don't know, I just feel bad. It doesn't feel like I'm not angry, I'm sad. I'm sympathetic. All right? It's not coming from a place of rage. Maybe it's like an abstract rage directed at the state of the mortal world. It's not directed at that kid specifically. I also think like when I was a kid, like I would bring my Game Boy and stuff places, but I don't know. I feel like it's different. And also my parents told me to like not do that like all the time. Like when we went places and did things like that, I was still expected to like be present in the situation. You know? I like to think I like to think that it's different, but maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just old. Maybe this stupid bitch is just a hater. I don't know. I mean, I definitely am those things. But maybe I'm also instead. Maybe I'd like to think I'm more than that, but maybe that's I'm just that. I don't know. I definitely am a stupid bitch who is a hater, but I'd like to think there's more going on than just that, you know? You should play games and then have your iPad in front of you watching YouTube. I can't multitask like that. There's so many people that do shit like that, and I'm not. I don't know. My brain is not built for that. I can barely focus on one thing at a time. You've seen me streaming. I barely have any. I can barely register what's happening on a single screen in front of me when I have to read chat and provide commentary at the same time. I think it's getting worse too. I think it's legitimately getting worse. Again, it might just be because of the excess of energy lately. You can hardly semi-tats. Yeah, it does feel like that sometimes. 5 a.m. gang? Damn. No, I'm not getting hag brain. It's the opposite of hag brain. It's like Zoomer brain. I don't know. I feel like it's the... I don't know exactly what hag brain is. I think I just don't want to be called a hag. That's mostly why I'm putting up so much resistance. I guess I don't really want to be called either of those things. I don't know. No, it's not boomer brain. I think me getting upset about the child, about having to see the child on the iPad while I eat dinner, I think that's more hag brain. That's more boomer brain. That's how I would define that. I was gonna say that was meant to be some kind of joke. I thought you did that on purpose as a joke, but that was just a real mistake. Okay. I thought you were like, you know, it was like a demo man joke. And like you're gonna change the name of Team Fortress 2 to something that sounds like Team Fortress 2 but isn't. I was a little confused as to that part. I never really played Gmod either. I was not really a PC gamer for most of my life. Gmod, Team Fortress 2, they kind of just slipped me by. My only real experience with Team Fortress 2, as I've said, is on the orange box. That's about the extent of it for me. Yeah, I mostly had consoles. The only PC game I ever really got into was I played Warcraft 3 a lot. I liked Warcraft 3 a lot. I liked Warcraft 3 a lot and fucking Insane Aquarium. Those are my two favorite PC games. Warcraft 3, Insane Aquarium, and Worms. I played a lot of Worms. Randomly generated TF2 weapons. I'm making you feel like such a nerd now? Why? Because you played different video games than I played? Look, I don't know. That's less nerdy than probably what I was doing. I don't know if there's really anybody... I don't know if it's possible to be more of a nerd than I am or was. You could be at parody, but I don't think it could be worse. You'd be hard pressed. You've got the for the Team Fortress 2 weapons. Oh gosh. Again, I haven't really played Team Fortress 2, so I don't know how much this is gonna affect me. Diablo and Warcraft. I see. Yeah, I don't know. It's not like... First, I just never really got into it. I don't really know why. I didn't play too many PC games. I had a PC that could play games. I don't know. I was more of a console gamer. You played a lot of Skate 3 and GTA. Okay, are you happy? I acknowledged it. Don't do this. I don't like when people do this. Don't try to like play the victim like this, because you're not the center of attention for 2 seconds. That's like one of the only things that legitimately makes me feel bad or feel guilty. No, you're not a victim. You're not. You think you are, but you're not. You're a victim of your own mind, okay? Oh, does it not come up with a funny name? It should come up with a funny name too. That's disappointing. I was definitely a VG Nintendo shill. No, I was not into any console wars or anything like that. I always thought the console war people were the stupidest people in the entirety of the internet. I always thought the console wars were so dumb. I did not participate. They gotta update their random generation then. Without funny names, I feel like it's lacking something that could add so much. But I always like the PS2 the best. GameCube had a lot of great stuff on it, but I think the PS2 just slightly edges it out. I don't know. When I was a kid, I don't know actually. Over time, the PlayStation 2 rose in power level, but when I was but a wee bat, I don't know. I think GameCube probably edged it out. When I was but a pup. I think I like PS2 better overall, but GameCube's definitely up there. GameCube has some of the best games of all time. GameCube does have... See, GameCube has Pikmin, but PS2 has Katamari. So... those are both two of my favorite series of all time. They're like neck and neck for the top spot. So I guess it really comes down to that. PlayStation 2 definitely has way more random games that I rented. That's for sure. Remember renting video games from the video store? PlayStation 2 definitely has a much higher volume of random shit that I rented and played and probably don't remember. I remember only vaguely. Now I'm getting nostalgic, but I'm getting this is the good kind of nostalgia. This is all right. This type of nostalgia is fine. You rented Katamari for the 360. I think that's beautiful. Katamari was the one on the 360. I remember that one being not very good. But if that's the only one you played, I don't know. It's not very good compared to the other ones, but if you only played that one, then... Oh yeah, there's also a new one coming out. Oh, it came out. Oh, on the Apple App Store. God damn it. I guess that explains why I don't really know anything about it and haven't played it. It's on Apple Arcade. Is there any other way I can play this? Can I emulate this? It's an Apple Arcade exclusive. Fuck. It adds new mechanics based on video game live streaming. Unlocking new stages with the boosting the player's subscriber count, including challenges from in-game viewers. That sounds about right. It's okay, it just had really nasty ass DLC. Yeah, I remember that. That's what I was saying. I think it recycled a lot of stages from the first two games. Or recycled a decent amount of stages from the first two games, which is why it was disappointing having already played those. But if you hadn't played the first two, then I guess that wouldn't bother you so much. I think that was my major gripe with it, was there was a lot of recycled content. I should go back and play that again. I own it. I need to find some way to play 360 games though. I don't have a 360 anymore. I don't know what happened to my 360. It like disappeared. It got stolen by an imp or something. I don't know what happened. It was absconded with by fairies. I don't know. I truly have no idea where that thing went. You free-generated the song? Grenade launcher. Hold fire to charge grenade speed. Plus 35% health from packs. Plus 1 capture while active. Each consecutive hit deals less damage. Oh, okay. put a 360 in the garbage, so you have two? Oh, I can have the garbage 360. Thanks. I appreciate that. When I get the PO box set up, you can send that to me. Thought I was gonna say a way different thing about it being stolen. What did you think I was gonna say? Can you say what you thought I was gonna say? What did you think I was going to say that I didn't say? Launches a projectile, explodes on impact. 80% sentry damage resistance, minus 10% damage penalty. These are a lot less wacky than I thought they were gonna be. These are just kind of like real things. That it was stolen by an Indian. No, we didn't have a big problem with that. We didn't have a lot of Indian-based crime in my neighborhood, I gotta say. But anyway, it's time for me to take a break. I made this a while ago and I keep forgetting to actually upload it as a BRB screen. After getting hit by an enemy, okay, that seems bad. That seems like you would. That seems way too negative. That's a weird thing to have as a debuff on your weapon, as opposed to a buff on another person's weapon. It's weird for that to be a debuff that you have. Yeah, I know. I saw this picture in my files the other day. Not even the other day, like a while ago now at this point. And I was like, in like 5 minutes, I could make this into a VRB screen. So I did that, and I forgot to. I didn't like put it into OBS immediately, and then I just kept forgetting to do it. But you reminded me that I had this already made, so. You want Gunnar Scrivomilia? Nobody wants that. She's a goober, not a gooner. Aren't I enough of a gooner? Isn't that enough? Oh, you want a gooner BRB screen? Oh, okay. What do you mean? Can you elaborate on that? Honestly, this newest one sounds like it would be like an ability in Dota. This sounds like a Dota ability where you create like an ice path that your allies can walk on and they get a speed boost, but when enemies walk on it, they just like slide across and they lose control of their hero for a second. This seems like it could be a real thing. That one seems decent. Isn't Dota just League of Legends? No. League of Legends is just Dota, but for babies. You got it backwards. I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to. I don't want to do a BRB screen. I don't know if I want to encourage that behavior. I don't want to. I guess that's I have a neutral stance. I don't want. I don't want. I don't want chat to be completely chased, because then I'll look like a weirdo. I'll look like even more of a weirdo freak. But I don't want to promote the chat being more horny than they already are. I don't want to instigate that behavior. It's okay if it happens naturally, but I don't want to be out and out encouraging it. I don't want it to become that type of stream. Stop talking about this. I'm gonna get mad. I don't even play Dota anymore, and I'm gonna get mad. I haven't played Dota in a long time, and it still makes me upset. I'm still ride or die. I'm still ride or die for Dota. For literally no reason. Even though that game has caused me so much pain and so much heartache over the years. I can't just let it go. I still have to defend it to the death. I am excited for Deadlock, though. Allegedly, Deadlock is supposed to be coming out, like, I think, like, any day now. It's supposed to be late July, and it's pretty late in July, so we don't have too much more time. We don't have too much of July left for that to be the case. I don't know. Deadlock's just wannabe Marvel Rivals for boomers. I played one game of Marvel Rivals, and it was one of the most boring games I think I've ever played. First of all, they're really not comparable. And second of all, I don't like Overwatch, and Marvel Rivals is just Overwatch, but also with Marvel characters. I played one game of Marvel Rivals, and I was like, all right, and then I never played it again. That's my opinion on that game. I played a match, and I looked at my computer, and I was like, uh-huh, and then I uninstalled it. $400,000. What does that mean? What does $400,000 as a condition mean? What's that? No, you gotta earn the ending. You can't just I can't just end the stream on a whim and have it expect it to have the same impact, you know? Those you gotta earn those. If I don't reach the ending normally, then it's not gonna be the same. Well, I figured that's what it was, but I was like, is that an actual mechanic in Team Fortress 2? I don't know. It's not, is it? Look, again, you're not the focus of the stream, Nico. I can't cater everything in the stream solely to you. Okay? You said you were gonna purchase me, but you haven't actually done that yet. So, I'm still in charge here. Okay? I still hold the keys. I still hold the keys to the stream. Alright? But anyway, I do have to get up and take a break. I need to get some water. I'm very thirsty. My mouth is quite dry. But yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay. All right. I'm back. Oh. All right. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I think everything's evened out. I think I'm all right. I think I got the energy under control. I think there shall be nary a flustering tonight. I think everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be Daijobu. At least it seems that way right now. Hey, what up, Seamus? How's it going? Yeah, I made this into a VRV screen. I saw it the other day. Uh, and I was like, I could very easily make this into a VRV screen. So I did it. And it was referenced again earlier, which reminded me that I did this. Hey, Bedman, what up? Welcome back. How come I'm so negative about attention today? I've been getting too much of it. That's why I'm not negative about it. It's just even talking about it is making me nervous. I don't know if I can handle it. Like I said, it's not a sustainable course. I need to calm down for a little bit. Also, no, you will not be getting any uh any extra attention or benefits or anything like that for gifting lots of subs on the channel. It's purely out of the kindness of your own heart. You don't get anything extra, either on stream or off, because of your generous donations. Who made this popular meme, by the way? You know, I don't really remember. It's just been in circulation and it's been so popular for so long. I don't know if anybody really knows the source. It's become such a staple of modern internet culture. Like, I don't know. There's probably like, I don't know, like an hour long. There's probably like an hour long YouTube video essay about it, tracing back its origins, but yeah, I want to see what the really wacky ones look like. You die if all your buildings go down. Oh. But yes, I can't encourage any sort of financial domination on the stream. I think I'll probably get in trouble for that. I can only encourage regular domination. Actually, I don't know if I can even do that, but I'm reading this. Consume 70 metal for a double jump. Oh. Oh my god. This one seems horrible. That one seems weighted way too bad. It seems weighted way more towards the negative than the positive. But again, I don't play the game, so I don't know. Huh? What are you hawing about? What's the haw for? You're crestfallen. Pristine stream of consciousness now beached with cinder. Positivity. Oh, I know. It is completely against the nature. The council. Oh shit. I don't think you're allowed to do that. I don't remember handing control of the Torchverse over to any council. I don't think you can do that. But you should be encouraging. You should be encouraging the happiness and the positivity. Why is me being happy bad? Why is me being happy not a good thing? It should be good. It should be positive. You should be glad. You should be. I'm trying to spread the joy. You should be glad. Plus 4 pipe bombs. Wow. On kill. Clip fully. Okay, that's broken. That one seems pretty good. That's not what I meant when I said that. Also, there is no subreddit. There's no subreddit. That's not a real thing. That's completely made up. I refuse to believe that there are Redditors watching this stream right now. She's definitely been spreading joy in one way, that's for sure. What do you mean? What is that face for? What do you mean to imply with that sentence? Also, I think a better one would be she's definitely been spreading more than just joy, that's for sure. I think I like that one better. You used to be a Redditor, but you got better? I was never a Redditor. I never fell for the trap, but I was a 4chaner, so that's arguably worse. No, I was stop it. No, again, why does everybody think of this about me? Is it just a way of making fun of me? It's gotta be. It's gotta be just a way of making fun of me, right? It's gotta be just a way of making fun of me. Because I so clearly, obviously, don't do those things that it's the most absurd thing that you could think of to say. I've been out rubbing dirty kitties, the stray kind. No, I haven't been doing that either. There's not really a lot of cats around here. If there's stray cats around here, they get got by gators. So we don't really have those. Any stray cats would probably get got by a gator or some other large reptilian creature. I don't think I've ever called myself an anon even once ever in my entire life. Also, this music might be a little bit too hype, but I've been really enjoying it lately. Going to the club, blood weapon, and getting clobbered by ogres. What kind of clobbered? I don't think I did do that. And if I did do that, it was meant to be a joke. I wasn't serious about it. If I did do that, it was definitely a joke. Oh, okay. That doesn't sound good. I don't think I would have fun doing that. And mallets, damn. You gotta target me where I'm sensitive? You mean all over? You mean in every area? Ogre and orgy is almost spelled the same. I don't think it works like that. Also, you spelled ogre wrong. Gorge and orgy, yeah, exactly. Also, I don't think ogres would be my top choice for an orgy. If I had to pick, I don't think ogres would be my number one. I'm not super into the idea, I gotta say. The other side, which places are those? I'm not, this isn't Breakcore. Stop saying everything is Breakcore. I'm more into happy hardcore lately, which is definitely positive. It definitely does make you happy, so I don't think that's gonna change. The music choices are not gonna do that. The ogre orgy gore. The gorgy. What would be my choice then? I gotta think about it. I guess if they were like Yamato, then I could deal with it. If they're that type of ogre. But your standard like D&D ogre. I really do need to organize a campaign or something. I was thinking about it again today. I don't know if I really have the... I don't know, maybe I can turn some of this excess energy. Maybe I can turn some of this excess energy into action on that front. Ooh, is whiskey good for you? In Noida? It's obviously good for you in real life. But is it good for you in Noida? Stop talking about females? Who said I was talking about females? Or even exclusively females? It makes you drunk. Oh, okay. Is that good for you? Again, it's good for you in real life, but... Is it good for you in Noida? Also, I don't know what made these connections just form in my brain, but I was thinking about this. I was gonna say this yesterday, but I forgot. Gachi Akuta definitely... It makes me lament the fact that they don't make, like, different types of anime games, and they're all just, like, arena fighters, because the main character's ability in that series would be really awesome in a game. That would be really fun to use in a video game. I think I might have to steal that idea. Or make one legally distinct enough and give that as the main power for your playable character in a game. Because in the series, it's like... It's based off, like, the Japanese concept that, like, if you take really good care of an item and you care about it a lot, and, like, it is treated well and survives for a long time, then it gets, like, a soul. So in the series, there's people who can, like, awaken the latent powers of objects that they really care for and turn them into like weapons and things like that. And the main character's I mean, this is sort of how it's explained, but there might be more to it because I'm not like finished with it yet and it's not done. But he basically can do that with anything. He can bring out the full potential of any piece of junk or garbage that he has. So imagine like a beat 'em up like Yakuza or something where there's like trash, like, you know, stop signs and like pipes and things like that. But then you have the power to turn them into like super sick weapons for a little bit. That would be really fun. So it sounds like whiskey's bad. I'm Gachi Akuta-splaining to everybody else, just in case. Just in case. I should play Bomb. I get to play Jet Set Radio first. I played Jet Set Radio a little bit, but I definitely never beat it. That would be a good stream, that's for sure. I should stream that. I have it on Steam, I think. I gotta go back to the OG first. Oh. Interdimensional worms? Or just regular worms? How much more of this do we have? I guess I just have to do the hair and the earrings. I'm thinking that these are going to be like gemstones. They're like pearlescent and they like change color based on the light. That seems like an effect that you could do pretty... I don't know about easily, but you definitely could do that in Live 2D. So they're not just going to be like metal studs. It's not... It's so not worth it. I'm not gonna allow you to bait me into going back to finishing that game on stream. It's so not worth it. Maybe maybe it's like some sort of like donation goal or something, or subathon goal. I'll go back to it, but you're gonna have to work for it. If I'm going back to that, I'm getting paid. Shut up about the council. The council can fucking suck me, okay? How about that? That's how I feel about the council. I already played Nun Massacre, and I beat Nun Massacre. I got to the credits. I beat Jammer Lammy too, actually. I got to the credits. Alright, so that counts. That counts as a win in my book, okay? No, I already broke that rule. I already broke that rule, like, I think at the very beginning of the stream. I think, like, almost as soon as the stream started, I already broke that rule. It wasn't for 30 minutes. It was not for 30 minutes. I made one offhand remark, okay? I did not describe a detailed play-by-play, hole-for-hole scenario recap of how it would go down. Okay? That didn't happen. Maybe I thought about that while substituting in my fantasy race of choice for the fans. But I definitely didn't say it out loud, okay? It awakens the demon eye. We don't want that to happen. The bandages on your left arm begin to writhe and pulsate with dark energy. Don't let that happen. Grilling the souls of the average. Damn. No, I'm not that kind of revved up. Maybe I'm a little that kind of revved up, but not like to like a normal amount. Not to like an exceptional amount. No, I'm not giving you my drawing hand. Absolutely no way. No shot is that happening. No, nope, sorry. Also, I've been waiting to show this off. I was debating whether or not I should show it off, but I am because I got too hyped about it. I've been working on an emote. It's not quite there yet. I want to flesh it out and make it a little bit smoother, but I finally got a dancing emote roughed out. And it's a little bit it's a little bit slow just so you can see it, but I'm probably going to speed it up once there's more frames of animation, but I'm very pleased with how this one has come out so far. And it also, I've played a bunch of different types of music while watching it, and I think it works pretty well. I gotta do like a couple different speeds, but I'm very happy with this one so far. Yes, it's not head pats. No. It's not head pats. But yeah, I think I want to add, it's a little choppy, so I think I want to add in some more frames of animation to smooth that a little bit. But I really like it so far. It also, like, it got me, I had to think about what Scribomilia's outfit looks like, which I never really had to think about before. Or at least, like, an outfit for her. But I like this. I like this. I don't know. It's like just it's like a shirt with a little skirt and like a kerchief tied around. Because her original appearance is based kind of on like, you can't really see it, but it's based on my original outfit, which had like a collar, like a collared shirt thing with like a little neckerchief tie thing. So I kind of updated that a little bit. You're gonna get two? All right. It's been you must be starving. Yeah, there needs to be like a really fast one with like rainbow colors in the background or something for the rave emote, but I don't know. I'm really pleased with this so far. I'm very proud of myself. So I want to make it look as good as possible. I think, which one is it? I think hands extended downward is my favorite frame. I don't know why, but I really like this pose. But yeah. That's what I was gonna work on this weekend, but I wasn't quite in a spot that I wanted it to be in, so instead we're working on this. I used to like sloppy joes. I can't tell you the last time I had one. Also, for this outfit, for the art streams, I do just have like the regular thin frame glasses. I think maybe I should do alternate glasses for this one too. Because I've been thinking about what thicker or different frames would look like. And I feel like they would work. I feel like they would work well with this. So I might experiment with that. Oh no, there's no slop left. God damn, that sucks. You delayed too long. I guess that is what would be. I guess that is what would be in a sloppy Joe, right? The sloppy Joe mix would just be slop. That's what a sloppy Joe contains, is slop. Are you okay over there, Bedman? What's happening? Sloppy Joes sound so vulgar. It's not that bad. Get your mind out of the gutter, alright? Slopjacks. That sounds more vulgar to me. Or like some sort of pancake with slop on it. A slopjack. But yeah, I feel like in my kind of agitated, excited state, I feel like I've been putting a lot on other people, including the stream. So I appreciate everybody putting up with me and my ranting and raving and my selfish desires. I feel like I've been very selfish lately, so I appreciate everybody bearing with me. I've been very self-centered. Leftover possibilities? Alright. Hopefully it's fortuitous. Hopefully good things come of this. I mean, I feel that way. I feel like I've been talking a lot about myself and my own issues, despite the fact that they're probably not that interesting or important, but you know. I've been neglecting my bestie duties? Maybe a little bit. I'm sorry. Like I said, I think I'm more under control now. I think I'm alright. What time is it? I started so late. Okay. It's not that late. It's not that bad. You're beginning to feel paranoid about what? I'm sure you got nothing to worry about. Or maybe that might just be sleep deprivation. I really enjoy the use of the... I really enjoy the usage of the paparazzi sample here. I don't know why, but I smiled pretty big when I heard it for the first time. Oh, sorry. You want to eat the ears? I like the way that the ears look in this. That's my biggest that's the biggest reason why I need to update the model, is because the ears on this one don't look right. I've gotten so much better at drawing the ears. I really studied them in the mirror. I've gotten so much better at them. But also don't eat them. My ears are really my most sensitive area. Stay away. That's why they're pierced through with so much metal and pointy spikes. To deter predators. I didn't do anything to Miko, or I was reassuring Miko. Any sort of paranoia or whatever is probably just due to lack of sleep. That actually, honestly, as stupid as it sounds, has helped me a lot with my mental health. A lot of the time when you're feeling depressed or upset or angry or whatever, you gotta take a step back and you gotta think, how much of these emotions have a physical cause? When was the last time I had something to eat? Am I just really tired? How have I been sleeping? Do I need to get some more blood sugar? A lot of the time when I'm feeling really upset or whatever, I'll be like, you know what? It's probably just because I'm hungry or something. And then I eat and I feel a lot better. And I'm like, okay, I was overthinking it. Good night, Mika. I hope you get some good rest. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the stream. This is a safe space. What do you mean? I'm not trying to call anybody out. I'm speaking my truth, okay? I'm just speaking my truth. Look, I'm just saying, if you have or had mental health issues, you know, especially if they've been very serious in the past, then even when you're experiencing things that are not necessarily a big deal, you kind of overinflate their importance in your mind. So I've really had to train myself to take things slow and observe from a more neutral perspective. And a lot of the time, it really is, you're not going through a depressive episode. You just need to have a snack and you'll be fine. Just stop thinking about it so much. Just relax for a second and have, like, a pretzel and you'll be okay. And a lot of the time, that's really all it takes. Not all the time, but, you know, enough of the time. What is this? What is this propaganda? I punch you in the gut, give you 5 paper cuts on the joints of your fingers, tried to pick you up, failed while panting, and then failed to degrade you, and it was really awkward and embarrassing. And somehow I ended up being bruised, but not you. None of those things happened. That's not true. That's libel. That's slander. That's fake news. It sounds very plausible, but also I'm glad that you managed to wrangle up some meat, Grinner. I'm glad you managed to wrangle up some vittles. I didn't address that earlier, but it's good that this story has a happy ending. All right, I was just saying, you know, see how get some rest and see how you feel when you wake up. If you're still freaking out when you wake up, then, you know, maybe there's probably something you got to be more concerned. But for now, it could just be a simple problem with an easy solution, you know? That's all I was saying. If it was like, you know, Miko was like, I've been living a very healthy life, making sure to get plenty of exercise and fresh air and sleep, and I'm feeling very paranoid, I'd be like, you know what? That's an issue. But when you haven't been getting any sleep for like a week straight and you're feeling paranoid, I think you might just you might just need to get more sleep. No, I didn't do that. That didn't happen. People are gonna believe you too. They're gonna think that's real. That didn't happen. Look, whenever I have a kink that needs to get exercised, I usually just draw art of it, and then that's usually enough. That's usually enough to get it out. That's plenty. It's unpleasant. Alright, well, it's better than no food, I guess. It's better than no victuals. It's better than being a vittulous bastard. The go-to method. Yes, exactly. No, don't say that. This is the no fluster stream. Don't start with that. I'm immune. I'm impervious. I'm powerful. Would I want a button in my office to bring forth my mech? Is this from what the hell just happened? When I click on that, it brings up my web browser for like half a second and then it closes. That's weird. I can't actually click on that. I don't know what to do. I can clearly see it's from Metal Wolf Chaos, but is that a virus? Do I need to run a scan of my computer now? What is that link? Oh, that's weird. Oh, you probably have to do the thing where you open it in a web browser and then copy that link. That's probably the issue. I am. I am. I am immune. Also, I don't think it's true. I don't think you do truly hate it when I try to include kinks in normal situations, because if that were the case, I don't think you'd be able to watch the stream. If that were actually true, I don't think you'd be able to watch this stream. You'd have stopped tuning in a long time ago. All right, let's see here. What is this from? Oh, Jesus. This definitely wasn't in the game. Also, that's a way cooler Michael Wilson than is in the actual game. If I were to summon my mech, what would I want it to look like? That's a good question. That's a really important thing to think about. I've always been a big fan of the Gao Gai Gar combination sequence. I think I would want it to be something like that. I think I would want some sort of like lavish combination or like transformation sequence. If that's triggered from a button, then so be it, but I don't know. What is this? Oh, God. I don't like that face. Should I include spikes on the hair ties? I think I should. The fact that I'm even questioning it means that I should. Cute spikes, though, not like menacing spikes. I do. I do like to maximize the amount of spikes. Again, they help deter predators. To varying degrees of effectiveness, but still. It's better than nothing. They look too much like... I don't think that he has a copyright on spikes. I don't think Nintendo can copyright spikes. They can try, but I'll fight them. I'll fight them to the death. And end up beaten and humiliated in the process. But it will be a valiant effort, to be sure. You want to grab that? Grab what? The spikes? Wasn't there a superhero? I don't know. That sounds pretty cool. But I don't know. I don't really know anything about superheroes, so I couldn't tell you. That might have been a thing. That sounds too specific for you to just made it up. Ugh. Nothing? Well, you can't back out now. What were you talking about? Were you talking about my hair? You were talking about the big twin tails? You want to grab them and give them a little tug? Pull on them and make me go, ah! Something like that? You were right. What is this? Oh, damn. That's pretty cool. The little, I don't know, the little nipple clasps are kind of weird. I don't know what those are supposed to be for, but I like the design. His name is Penance. Formerly Speedball. Damn. You know, I'm also a big fan of the Evangelion elevators that shoot up from underground. If I had a mech, I would keep it in an underground base like that. And then when I press the button, it would rise up behind me like that. Or maybe like I would be encased in it. I don't know, something like that though. But that's a cool sequence as well. What up, Desi? How's it going? Yes, attune yourself to the vibes of the stream. I think the vibes have been pretty good tonight. I think the vibes have been pretty good tonight. More more manageable than usual, that's for sure. I don't know if the vibes themselves are better, but I'm certainly handling them better. That's for sure. No, not vibrational gooning. No. I mean, sometimes the vibrational tuning results in gooning. Just because that's where the vibes are at, but not always. Not always. Yeah, I'm being less affected by them. That's for sure. I told you I'm immune now. I'm strong. I'm powerful. I'm confident. I'm independent. I'm fierce. No, it's not the gooning stream. Absolutely not. We're never having the gooning stream. No. But yes, I really like this album. Off-brand spam. Oh, you didn't want it to be the gooning stream. Okay, you sounded excited. I guess the super niche micro genre that this belongs to is, they call it sex trance, apparently, which I don't know how widespread that is, but I guess I gotta listen to more sex trance. I guess I'm a big fan. I don't know how common that is. Don't Google that. Well, I don't think it means that, but I wouldn't be upset if I also got those results, I guess. If you search that up, you just get a lot of sissy hypno videos, which I've already watched all of those, so it doesn't really matter. That's already firmly lodged in my algorithm, so I can't do any more damage than has already been done. Are we actually gonna finish this tonight? Or at least finish the line art? I hope so. Yeah, that I really didn't mean for it to be that. I really meant for it to be purely a Dizzy emote. There was not going to be any. There were not meant to be any. There were not meant to be any other connotations to that emote. I swear. Now that it's finished, I know that it kind of looks like that, but I really didn't intend for it to be used for that. I swear. I swear. I'm not joking when I say that. I really did not do that on purpose. I really didn't. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. No, this is not slime art. What are you sighing about? What's with the uppercase sigh? No, that's not. It's really not what it's supposed to be. That's really not what it's supposed to be. I swear. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it that way. Look, if I did mean it that way, I would say so. Do you really think I wouldn't say so if I did mean it that way? I didn't. If that was the intention, I would cop to it. I swear. Umbral installation rights? Oh gosh. I don't know if these are going to be affected. I'll try my best. I'll try my best to insulate you, but I don't know. I'm just now recovering my own auric field, so I don't know if I can extend that to anybody else right now. But I'll try. Hopefully you're insulated. I give you protection against psychic and etheric assault by dark forces. I don't know how effective it's going to be, but no, that's good though. That means it's working. That's good. You want those. Whatever you do, don't start squishing them or swatting them off. That's really bad if you do that. I hope you didn't start doing that. That's really, really bad for you if you do that. I should have said something beforehand, but I figured you knew what you were in for. If you start to squish the insulation mites, that has very, very negative consequences. Please do not do that. But yeah, you need to report back. You need to report back if that is a positive. It historically has not worked out for people. Which I guess I should also say up front. But historically, it seems to make things worse as opposed to better. So you gotta report back how that goes. I'm on my positivity arc, though. I got good vibes. I'm happy. I got good energy. So you should be all right. Hopefully. Maybe this is finally... Maybe the worm is turning again, but in, like, the good way now, this time. Hopefully, I think. Yeah, cleanse yourself and then tune. That's proper procedure, Minty. It's like, you gotta wash your hands before you go into the operating room, you know? You gotta wash yourself before you go into the sauna. into the bath. The worm is doing sick backflips. People are totally gonna think that's a hypno emote, aren't they? I kind of thought that when I finished it, but I was like, maybe not. But that's totally what people are gonna think, aren't they? God damn it. Do I have to redo that one? That is not an instant. That is not an instance of me trying to inject kinks into a normal situation. I swear. I'm innocent on this one. Again, I'll cop to it when it happens, but this is not one of those cases. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, no, no. 100% would say, I don't want to have I don't mean to have the perversions front and center like that. I don't want to advertise them like that. It's meant to be revealed over time. It's meant to be a character trait that you learn about, you know, as the stream goes on. Although I guess you could learn about it instantly, depending on when the first time you watch the stream is. I guess I really have no way of controlling that now that I think about it. I guess it really comes down more to random chance. Whether or not that's your first impression of me. The curse? What's the curse? Oh no. I don't want that to I definitely don't want that. I would not be adding that to the tags though. I don't think that that really is strong enough. I don't know if that's a strong enough element of the stream to add it to the tags. I mean, I would say I'm into it. I would say it's on the list. I would say it's on the fetish list. Maybe not like super prominent, but it's on there. It's definitely not entered my mind before. Maybe that was just, maybe it was just leaked through into the emote. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional. I swear. That is a mongoose. That is a little cutie. What is what? Stop screaming. You were the one earlier who was complaining that the chat was too loud. Stop fucking yelling. Now you're being the loud one, okay? Don't tell me what to do, you whore. How about you write a complete sentence? How about you slow down and think for 2 seconds before you just start throwing out random insults? Alright? How about you slow your frickin' roll and think before you type? Before you dare address me with such vulgar language. It's so funny to see how bed is being molded by the stream. Take responsibility. What do you mean? What the hell is that supposed to mean? I'm not doing anything. No, don't do that. Do not speed the roll. That is the opposite of what you need to be doing right now. I'm not trying to mold anybody. I've said it time and time again. Don't take anything I say seriously. Don't try to emulate me in any capacity. What a picture. How's it going? Yeah, are you in the middle of skydiving right now? What's currently happening over there? The Mojave Desert, damn. I hope you're alright. I heard it's pretty rough out there. Oh, okay. So you actually are, you're you're on location right now. Okay. Oh, damn. Emulate? You know, you should know what the word emulate means. Look it up. Use a dictionary. Oh, you're at a Denny's. I'm so sorry. Also, what do you mean? How would you know how this stream is influencing Bedman? Are you two like childhood friends or something? How would you even know? That's a serious accusation. I'm supply. You need to. I think you might need to go to bed. I think you might need to sleep. You're losing it over there. I don't know. I think I ate at Denny's like once and I was not a fan, and then never again. Oh, you do? Okay. Well, then I guess you would know better than me if his character has changed at all. Since being introduced to me in my nefarious ways. I would hope that I'm a positive influence on people's lives and not a negative one. Oh, damn, really? That place is pretty cool. I don't really remember it, but I'm sure I've been there before. Aw, those are pretty cute too. I like how they lined up neatly so you could see the progression of horn growth in this one picture. That was very nice of them to do that. You could see the progression from left to right. It was very nice that they posed for that picture like that. Nice. That sounds like a fantastic Denny's experience. That sounds like exactly what you want from your Denny's experience. Sounds freaking epic. I think I gotta get up. We still got a while before this. We still got a while before this album is over. I gotta stand up and take a little break ski. I think we're almost done though. I'm pretty hyped though. I haven't been streaming for that long either. I guess I still have to do the earrings, which might take a little bit. I don't know. I gotta slow my roll. I'm being way too productive tonight. I'm being way too productive tonight. I guess I should also draw what the hair looks like from behind, just so it's clear. I need to... This is supposed to be part of a reference image, so... I gotta make sure that I actually have, like, little things like that. I do kind of want to do alternate looking glasses, too. Anyway, I actually do have to get up. I can't delay this one like I usually do. I can't goob around like I usually do. I can't goop around. I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, alright. Sorry that took so long. I got momentarily distracted. Damn, those aren't even the good American ones. Look at all the dancing. Holy shit, that's crazy. Look at all those dances. I always like the lane edits. The lane edits are always really good. That's one of the better dances. I had to inspect that one more closely. Is there such a thing as a good one in the world of fast food? Yeah, I would say so. I mean, there's a lot that are way better than those ones, that's for sure. I can tell you that much. If you're comparing them to all restaurants, then I don't know. But if you're comparing amongst fast food... You're going to bed? Alright. Good night, Grinner. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you had a good time. Thanks for hanging out. What's going on over there? What are you nibbling? What are you nibbling at? Well, yeah, that's also true. Fast food is definitely not worth it anymore, 100%. The main appeal of fast food is that I mean, the main appeal is supposed to be that it's fast and cheap. And these days, it's not even like it's neither fast nor cheap anymore. So that's definitely one of the most. That's definitely one of the most boomer takes out there. That's one of the most boomer things to complain about, but it's also extremely true. Again, Vedman, I think really worried about your diet. That doesn't sound good for you. Guess how much a cold sandwich is? I don't know. I don't know what would be a lot, I guess. In pounds sterling. I don't know what the prices are like over there in general. Say it in United States dollars. I'll say around I'll say around $12. I'll say around 12 United States dollars. What does that mean? Oh, look, I mean, I was going with a high price, but not like ridiculously high. I was going with high, but still possible. Yeah, maybe you don't really understand what it's like over here right now. When I was talking about like, advocating for chaos and violence and mass destruction yesterday, I don't think we're too far off from that. I think we're like pretty close to that happening. That's so cheap. That's so incredibly cheap. I would say that that's like really cheap. That's crazy. No shot in hell you could get something like that around here. No shot in hell. Food is very expensive in America because they want us to die. Because the government actively wants to kill us. The American federal government actively wants its citizens to be dead all the time. I could buy like a meal maybe for $12. I could buy a decent meal for $12. How much are eggs? Egg prices fluctuate a lot. I actually kind of need to check. I'm gonna guess like, okay. I was about to say I'm gonna guess like $3.50 for a dozen eggs. It's $4 for a dozen eggs. And those are the cheap ones. One of the top reviews. One of the top reviews of eggs, 5 stars. Trump eggs bad. Biden eggs good. We're like this close to just killing each other. We're like so close to just killing each other. Because we feel like it. Because we're angry all the time for no reason. We're really close. Egg prices are a sore subject over here. I don't know how much SEC compares to United States dollars. How much is a loaf of bread, butter, and ham? I don't really buy too much bread or ham, so I don't think I can really answer that question. Or too much butter either, to be honest. So, I don't know off the top of my head. I do eat a lot of eggs, though. Yeah, capital of Nightmare Planet. Exactly. Are you okay over there, Bedman? What's happening? Is the tape not going down easily? Did the tape get stuck in your throat? That's pretty much just how it goes. Quality and service get worse while everything gets more expensive. You have to constantly pay more for less, and you're expected to be happy about it, and that's actually a good thing. That's actually what you want. No, no way. Absolutely no chance. No shot. I did not. No, I didn't. I've never pressured anybody into drinking. Shut up. Maybe I've driven them to drinking, but I haven't pressured them into drinking. You got stringy pizza cheese stuck in your throat. Oh. Damn. Well, I'm sad that you're still awake, Miko, but I'm glad that you survived the string cheese incident. That can't be real bread at that point. I mean, it's probably not, but... Just water and flour? Yeah, I guess that's true. But water and flour are like real things that exist in nature. So there's probably a cheaper alternative to that. There's probably a much cheaper alternative to that.